Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is your weekly violent crime report for the city of Columbus, Ohio, for the week of April 29th through May 7th, 2021. There were 3 homicides and 8 shooting investigations with 12 victims. First up, we have a victim, Carmichael Coates, male, age 38, and a victim, Cale Thomas, male, age 38. A suspect, Aries E. Cotner, wanted for 2 counts of felonious assault, male, age 25. On April 29th, 2021, at approximately 2:07 p.m., Columbus Police Patrol officers were dispatched to Columbus Fire Station number 20 on a report of a shooting. Upon the officers' arrival, they spoke to the victims, Cale Thomas and Carmichael Coates. The victims stated they were in a vehicle traveling west on East 11th Avenue when the suspect, Aries Cotner, fired multiple gunshots at them. Mr. Thomas's left knee was grazed by a bullet. Mr. Coates was not injured. Mr. Thomas and Mr. Coates continued to Columbus Fire Station number 20 for treatment. Mr. Thomas was treated at the scene by Columbus fire medics. A warrant was filed for the arrest of Mr. Cotner. Next, we have a victim, Najib Abdi Mohamud, male, age 23. On May 1st, 2021, at approximately 7:48 a.m., officers were dispatched to 2170 East Dublin Granville Road on a report of a shooting. Upon arrival, officers made contact with the victim, who was suffering from a single gunshot wound to the middle leg. The victim stated he was walking alone in the area when he heard a single gunshot and realized he had been struck by gunfire. The victim was transported to a local hospital in stable condition. The victim's account of events does not coincide with the physical evidence. Anyone with information about this incident is asked to contact Detective Dave Adam Federer of Columbus Police Felony Assault Unit or Central Ohio Crime Stoppers. Next, we have a victim, Lorenzo Keaton, male, age 31. On Saturday, May 1st, 2021, at 2:11 a.m., an unknown caller called police to report that an individual, later identified as Lorenzo Keaton, had been shot at 1327 East 26th Avenue. Upon arrival, officers found Mr. Keaton in the front yard of 1317 East 26th Avenue. Mr. Keaton had several gunshot wounds to his back and legs. CFD Medic 18 responded and transported Mr. Keaton in critical condition to a local hospital for treatment. He was eventually stabilized and taken to surgery. At the time of this release, he was expected to survive his injuries. The shooting is an ongoing investigation. Next, we have a victim, Tifonti Bozeman, male, age 18, and a juvenile male victim, age 15. On May 1st, 2021, officers were dispatched to OSU East Hospital on a walk-in shooting called in by OSU security. The shooting victim, Tifonti Bozeman, stated that he was sitting in a vehicle with 4 other friends when another vehicle drove by and fired 2 shots at the vehicle. Mr. Bozeman was struck in the right forearm. The second victim was sitting in the vehicle during the incident but was not struck. The vehicle that dropped off the victims left prior to patrol officers arriving. A ShotSpotter alert indicated that the incident occurred in front of 1400 Myrtle Avenue at 12:22 a.m. Next, we have a victim, Jamar King, male, age 22. A victim, Brianna Hughes, female, age 32. A victim, Markel T. Glenn, male, age 20. On May 2nd, 2021, at approximately 6:44 p.m., Columbus police officers responded to 491 Park Street on the report that multiple people had been shot. When the officers arrived, they found 3 victims that had been shot, Jamar King, Brianna Hughes, and Markel Glenn. Officers attempted to get information from the victims, but no one saw the shooter. All 3 victims were taken to area hospitals. Markel Glenn was transported in critical condition and was rushed into surgery. He was listed as stable. The other 2 victims were transported in stable condition. Next up, we have a victim, Martin F. Modena, male, age 54. On May 2nd, 2021, at approximately 10:01 p.m., Columbus police officers were dispatched to 4652 Glen Grove Lane on a report of a shooting. Upon arrival, officers located the victim inside of the location with numerous gunshot wounds to the back and shoulder. The victim was transported to Grant Hospital in critical condition. He is expected to survive his injuries. Next up, we have a victim, juvenile female, age 9. On May 5th, 2021, at approximately 4:49 p.m., Columbus police officers were dispatched on the report of somebody being shot in the area of 1837 South 5th Street. When the officers arrived, they found the victim suffering from a gunshot wound to the upper left torso. The victim was transported to an area hospital in stable condition. The victim stated she was opening the door when she heard fireworks, or gunshots. Then something struck her in the chest. The victim didn't see who was shooting. Next up, we have 2 victims, one deceased, one not, both male, and a suspect, also no name, but female, age 20. On Monday, May 1st, 2021, at 9:35 p.m., Columbus police officers were called to 1465 Oakland Park Avenue on a report of a shooting. On arrival, officers found 24-year-old man suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. Columbus Fire Department Medic 18 transported the man to Riverside Methodist in critical condition, where he was pronounced deceased at 10:09 p.m. A 20-year-old woman, whose name is being withheld, was meeting with a 20-year-old male, whose name is also being withheld, in the parking lot of the carryout located at 1482 Oakland Park Avenue. The couple were seated in the woman's car when the deceased approached and placed the couple at gunpoint. The deceased was driving away in the woman's car when he allegedly pointed a handgun at the woman for a second time. The woman, who was armed with a handgun, shot the deceased, who crashed the woman's car across the street at 1465 Oakland Park Avenue. The deceased's name is being withheld pending notification of next of kin. This case will be forwarded to Franklin County Prosecutor's Office for review. This is the 65th homicide in Columbus, Ohio in calendar year 2021. Next, we have a victim, Terrence Jewell, deceased, male, age 24. On Saturday, May 1st, 2021, at 9:33 p.m., Columbus police officers were called to 4652 Glen Grove Lane on a report of a shooting. On arrival, officers found 24-year-old Terrence Jewell suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. CFD Medic 62 transported Jewell to OSU Hospital in critical condition, where he was pronounced deceased at 10:02 p.m. Jewell was walking across the parking lot of the apartment complex in this location when he was shot and fatally wounded for unknown reasons. Following the shooting, the assailants fled the scene in a dark SUV. This is the 64th homicide in Columbus, Ohio in calendar year 2021. Lastly, we have a victim, Early Herbert M.D. III, male, aged 54. On May 5th, 2021, at 6:26 a.m., patrol responded to a shooting incident at 2785 Bretnell Avenue. They discovered a gunshot victim that had been inside of a silver vehicle. The victim was rushed to Grant Hospital and later pronounced dead at 7:03 a.m. The investigation revealed that the shooting incident occurred at 1799 East Hudson Street, Sunoco gas station. The victim and another person were sitting on the lot when a black SUV pulled onto the lot and began firing into the vehicle before driving off. The motive is unknown at this time. This is the 66th homicide in Columbus, Ohio in calendar year 2021. This concludes your weekly violent crime report for the city of Columbus, Ohio in the calendar week of April 29th through May 7th, 2021. Be safe out there.